Hello, I'm Lily, and I was born in 1951 on May the 19th. Yeah, well, on my birth certificate it states where I was born, which was the Caravan, Ditchling Common Road, which is not far up the road from where I live now.
What were the important things to have in your wagon? Because I know you had to travel light.
Well, food, clothes, shoes,
How did you keep warm?
just by the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had two beds, one on the top mother and father slept in, and the bottom one me and my sister slept in, and my brother used to sleep on the floor.
How many were in there? 5.
5 at that time, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what about all the animals?
No, the animals slept outside.
Yeah. What animals did you have?
Mainly dogs and chicken, that's about it really. Yeah, father used to put them up, he used to take a tea chest, a big square box, for the dogs to sleep in, and the chickens, they used to roost up in the chicken box at the back. They used to call it the canny box.
The what?
Canny.
Canny box.
Which is a chicken, a canny, yeah.
Oh, is that the room you
Yeah,
had to...
yeah.
Oh, okay.
How did you and your family cook when you lived in the wagon?
Oh, a fire outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything went in the same pot. On a Sunday, you get your meat, your bacon pudding, your meat pudding, your plum pudding, cabbage, everything went in the same pot, and it tasted absolutely wonderful. The smell of it filled you up. Yeah, father would go and get the wood. He'd be up about 5 in the morning, because, I mean, your pot was like that, so it wanted 2 hours to boil it. So he'd do all that, and then mother'd make all the puddings and that, and then she'd see to it, yeah. Sometimes you get other travellers turning up that didn't have a lot. And, of course, they feed them along, because that's what they did then. And obviously, if people turned up, your mother and father obviously knew they didn't have nothing, otherwise they wouldn't have turned up. So they'd feed the lot. But it was good, you know what I mean? Everybody enjoyed it. And they were pleased to help people out. Yeah, it was a laugh, especially for the kids, because we used to run off and play in the woods and in the bushes and that. You know, make little camps. The imagination, everything you imagined, not like today. They don't have to imagine anything now. But yeah, we used to stop on these little bits like this. I mean, if we pulled up here now when I was a child, and there was a couple of lots, and there was another couple of kids as well, as soon as we stopped, we'd be way off down through there and playing their mother, don't go too far. No, all right, we won't. Well, I'm a bit sad because, I mean, really and truly, we should still be able to live like we did when we were children. But obviously, the law's changed and we can't, so we have to make the most of what we got and the most of where we live. But yeah, nothing beats freedom. But it's all coming back. Believe me, it's all going to come back. Well, sometimes you might see about 3 wagons, 3 or 4 horses will probably be stumped up about the distance from here to the trees away, so they can feed and rest and have water. Yeah, and you know, and the people all putting their stuff up on the racks and getting their stuff off with their water and whatever, and letting the dogs go, chickens out. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Yeah.
You say that Ditchling Common was like a meeting point and sort of where people came on their way to other places?
Oh yeah, and they'd stop off and they might have a couple of weeks with you, and then where you off to? They might, oh, we're going back up through Kent, mate. Yeah, and everybody did meet up, and my sister, I remember her being on here for 4 or 5 months at the time, because nobody bothered them and they didn't bother anybody else. Yeah, she was here for many years, and there 5 or 6 months at the time, never ever got moved on. And then, as I say, as the years went past, they dug all trenches so you couldn't pull your trailers in, and next thing they had the barriers up so nobody could pull in here. Ditchling Common, like all other commons, this is nobody's land, but it's everyone's. It doesn't belong to anyone, it belongs to everyone. But the government took it like they own it, which they actually don't. You know, it would still be going today if they didn't, and all like my little grandchildren and loads of other little kids are in houses who will never ever know, or never ever see it. And if they hadn't done that, they would have had their culture all that off, and their children and children after them. Yeah, look at that.
It's not beautiful.
Isn't it lovely?
Mm.
See, I love trees, I love water. All things like that I love. My Bill's the same. He said to me the other night, he said, you know what, Mum, he said, I'd love to buy a bit of a wood. He said, because I really love trees. I said, dear Bill? He said, yeah. I said, funny. I said, because so do I.